Hello, everybody. I know it's early, but I wanted to go on here and paint live with you guys today. I'm going to be painting these wooden butterflies. Hello, say hello as you come in, please. Hello, Renee. I know I'm on at a different time than I usually come on, but I had a little bit of time, so I figured I would go on early today. Today, I am painting these butterflies that I bought at Dollar Tree. They're like little MDF cutouts, and they were only $1 at Dollar Tree in their little craft section. And I'm going to be using these to decorate my backdrop here in my craft room. So I wanted to go on here and paint them live with you guys. We got a little bit of snow, and I kind of just didn't feel like going out there and cutting wood or anything right now. So I figured it was a great time for me to actually paint something that I already have here and that I've been meaning to paint. Anyway, so why not do these cute little butterflies that I'm... Hey, yes, I'm early today, Marie. I wanted to do these butterflies for my craft room. I don't know if how much you've heard, but so I bought these little cutouts at the Dollar Tree. So I just wanted to come on here live today. I didn't feel like going out there to cut any wood, and I really didn't have anything for tonight's live since I've been out of town this weekend, and it's just been really cold. So I really could have gone out there to cut, but I didn't want to. All our snow is melting, and it's just very messy right now outside, and I just wanted to stay in here and be warm. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have a little space heater going over here, so let me know if it gets too loud, if it's just too distracting. I really don't have a plan for these. I mean, I have a color scheme that I want to do, but I don't have like an actual plan. Hey, Erica. It's too cold to cut. I know. Yeah, I haven't really checked the weather today, like to see how cold it is, but really it was really cold this morning, and it was in the teens. So I really didn't want to go out there. Oh wow, it's still falling. They said that we might get some more snow tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I actually don't know. This is very different for us. Like, we're not used to it. We're not used to it for sure. We had some power outages here. So hey, Erica. We had some power outages, and so we have guests staying over. My brother-in-law and all his family, they didn't have power, and they, it's been in the teens. It's been super cold over here, so they spent the night. So if you guys hear any talking and stuff, that's why. I usually don't have a house full of people. Hello, Jerry. But yeah, so for those of you who just got on right now, I am painting these cute little butterflies. They're gonna go in my craft room right here in my backdrop. And I bought these at the Dollar Tree. I normally don't buy cutouts that I see at the stores, but I actually had been wanting butterflies because uh, my craft room is all floral, but I do have a lot of butterflies throughout the craft room, and so I had been wanting to add some butterflies to this backdrop. And actually, I'm gonna end up changing the flowers, I think, or I may add some more or something to it. But I don't know. So I've been trying to work on my backdrop here in a little bit, but anyway, so a couple of weeks ago, I was at Dollar Tree and I saw in their little craft area. Hold on, you guys are fixing to fall. There we go. I took my case off of my iPad, and there we go. So it's like very slippery because it wouldn't stay up. I don't know why. I need to work on that. So hopefully you guys don't slide off again. Anyway, so I found these cutouts at the Dollar Tree for only $1, and they're little tiny butterflies. I think they're about, let's see, close to 7 inches or so in width, and almost, I guess, like 5.5 or so, 6 maybe, of, you know, length and width. There we go. The length is 5.5. The width is, what did I say, 7? So anyway, they're not very big, but I thought, painting them super cute, they would go really cute up here in my little backdrop. So I don't have a plan for them. I just know what colors I want to paint them. So right now what I'm doing is just kind of base coating them in white. I probably should have done this before, but it's okay. And I'll probably go back and do the edges later on because I don't feel like spending a whole bunch of time on that right now. So the color scheme that I want to do is, I'm wanting to do, of course, my turquoise and pink and purple. So I just pulled out a lot of my deco art paints that, are in those colors. And I also wanted to incorporate some of these Americana Enchanted top coats. So they're just, what it is, it's just a top coat that is like kind of shimmery, iridescent, sort of. Not really glitter, it's just like iridescent. So I kind of want to put a little bit on the top. The purple pink ones on my page are super pretty. Yeah, so I think that's kind of what I want to do. I want to kind of do like an ombre, maybe not an ombre, but just like different colors, I don't know if you would even call it like a tie-dye. I don't know. You guys can help me name it whatever once we're done with them, because they're really not going to be like painted. I kind of want like the backdrop to be kind of just like random, like a random mixture of all these colors, sort of. I don't know. I'm not making really any sense, but you'll see, I guess, whenever I'm done. Hopefully it turns out as cute as I can picture it. And I probably should have gotten like a sponge or something, but it's okay. We'll do it with the paintbrush. So really, I'm just gonna kind of go around and do different things on on each different one. And I'm going to try to work super fast because I don't want my paint to dry too much. And I have this heater going. I probably will turn it off just because it's going to dry my paint super fast, I feel like. Yeah, kind of like an abstract pattern. I mean, it's going to be kind of ombre'd a little bit. But it's going to have like all the different colors. Like it's not going to go like from, this to this to this. It's just going to, I want just like kind of splotches of color. I want purples and blues, and I'm kind of not even really going to be cleaning out my brush as I go. So I'm just going to kind of be blending a little bit on the paint. So you'll see whenever I'm kind of done. I'm going to try not to like make a muddy mess out of them, but it might happen. So like I said, I really don't have a plan. I'm just going to be blending these colors, and I'll be adding some water to it to kind of, make it flow a little bit better. It's probably too much water there. But we're going to experiment together today because I really don't have a plan, like I said, so. I just have a picture in my head that I want to do, so hopefully it turns out as pretty as I want it to. I guess you guys are going to be my, you guys are going to decide if it came out pretty or not, because I don't know. So how's everyone's weather today? Snowy? Or did some of you have pretty days? I know in Painter's Clubhouse yesterday, somebody was saying that in Florida it was like 70 something degrees. And here, I mean, it's been record lows for sure. Like, we were not prepared for this. In West Texas, they are kind of used to the snow because they really get snow at least maybe once a year, twice a year or so. So snow is really nothing new to them. But here in South Texas, where I live, we hadn't seen snow since the 1980s, I believe. So it wasn't a whole lot of snow that they got here, but it was record breaking for sure. And everybody's having problems with electricity now, and the electricity's out, and some people are having problems with their water. So, Erica, you got 6 inches of snow last night and 1 inch of ice. Oof. The ice is the bad one. So we traveled yesterday in the middle of all this, and the roads actually were not as bad as I really thought. I mean, we do have a Jeep that's 4x4, so it's okay, like to get around in tough situations. But I thought it was going to be a whole lot worse than it was. We weren't slipping and sliding everywhere, so that's a good thing. Okay, so y'all see what I'm kind of doing? I'm kind of just blending it in there. Yeah, I'm glad about it too, Erica. Oh gosh, you guys keep slipping and sliding. I'm gonna have to stick something underneath here because I don't want y'all to fall on the way down. I don't know what I have. Yeah, so I came home. I had power, but I didn't have Wi-Fi yesterday. So, um, yeah, first world problems, right? Well, y'all are gonna be able to see my phone on the top, but it's okay. I'd rather y'all see my phone than fall. I just stuck my case for my iPad on here, so I know it looks bad, but it's okay. I just don't want y'all to fall. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, so the only thing I didn't have was Wi-Fi, which is fine. I was supposed to go live on my group yesterday, and I have a private group where for the door hanger of the month, and I was supposed to go live with them yesterday, but I didn't have any Wi-Fi, so and my phone service was just on and off. Like it just wasn't going good. I guess everybody was just kind of on their phones. We were bored, so I don't know. You'll see what I'm doing here. I'm just blending the colors. Really, like there's no rhyme or reason for what I'm doing. I'm I might go back, but I might go back and add a little bit of more blue to it or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just mixing. Like I said, it's really not an ombre. It's just kind of blending of colors. But I kind of want them to be kind of splotchy, like in random areas. And then I'll go in there and I'll add my details over the top, and you're really not going to see like the splotches or anything. I just don't want any harsh lines or anything on there. So how was everybody else's weekend? Everybody's everybody was okay? Good? Did y'all get any painting done or anything? Oh, I saw that, Marie, your daughter, and you made a TikTok. Have y'all gotten a lot of views? Oh, thank you, Carla. Hi, how are you? I haven't really been on TikTok lately. Like I said yesterday, my service was really kind of bad on and off, and so I really didn't do very much. Um, on TikTok, like I really didn't watch very much TikTok. I was trying to watch a YouTube video kind of on the way over here, and there was no way. I finally just gave up and turned off the phone. Kind of dip my paintbrush in water so I can blend it a little bit, but I get too much on there sometimes. So for some reason my purple doesn't really want to stay on too much, but it's okay. I'll be blending that in later. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit and then I'll put a little bit more on there. Hi, Rosie. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of leave this one sort of there. If I need to come back and add some more to it in a little bit, then I will. Now I'm using my finger. I don't want a lot of that purple in there, so I'm just kind of blending it. Like I said, I should have probably gotten like a makeup sponge or something, but I didn't. The colors that I'm using, Carla, are Deco Art Bubblegum Pink and Purple Pizzazz. And I use this Sweet Mint, all Deco Art. I'm going to let this dry, and then later on I'm going to go back in and we're going to use some shimmer over the top. It's a shimmer top coat. It's called Enchanted, Americana Enchanted, and it's just an iridescent top coat. So I have like 3 different colors of those. So I have a purple or violet. Yeah, violet. And this one's turquoise. And this one's a blue. So I just, because all it is really a clear coat with just a little bit of iridescent on there. So I kind of just want to put it on over the top because I do like that iridescent shimmer look. So I know this kind of still looks like a mess. It's not going to be as pretty, but right now. But once it dries, we're going to go in and add the details on top of the butterfly, and it's going to make more sense. So right now, I just kind of wanted to put splotches of the different colors on there, just to kind of make it look, you know, I just wanted all those colors to be on there, kind of random. Not really like an ombre. I just wanted like all the colors to be blotchy on there. Okay, so now I'm going to be using kind of the same color scheme, but they're just a little bit off. So this one's the peacock teal. It's a little bit darker of a turquoise. This one's purple petal, a lighter purple, and this one is magenta. So I'm just going to be doing the same thing I did on this one, you know, kind of blotching them on there, but with a little bit of a different tone. Still in the same color scheme though. little bit of water on there just to kind of blend it just a little. Probably too much. I don't want to wet it too much because I don't want it to look blotchy, like too blotchy. Putting a little bit of this pink on there to kind of blend it. Yeah, I can't wait to see them all painted too. They're gonna look so pretty, I think. All my craft room is a mixture of turquoise and purple and pink. So like everything, all my decorations kind of go along those lines because those are my favorite. Actually, purple and turquoise are my actual favorite colors. Um, but I do add the pink in there because I feel like it's an in between of the two. So, and it looks really cute with it. So that's why I added to it. I do like pink too. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now as far as these butterflies are going to go back here in my backdrop. So I kind of wanted to kind of match what I already have going on back there. So and I didn't want them exactly the same either. I wanted them to kind of, they could resemble each other but not be exactly identical to each other. What I did there, I just dipped my paintbrush in the water. I'm really not cleaning my brush, so it still has all the colors in there from everything else. But I just wet it and I wipe it with my towel here so that it's not too much water. And then I go over all of them, so I'm kind of just blending them in. No, this paint is not watered down. I'm just dipping my paintbrush in the water, and I'm kind of dabbing it off because when I put too much water on it, it seems to kind of pull up all of it. So I don't want it to be watered down. I just kind of want it to blend in with the other colors, if that makes any sense. So it just kind of makes the paint a little bit more fluid. So um, it just kind of like blends in with each other without coming off all the way. I still want to be able to see all my different colors that I have in here. Oh, thank you, Zelma. These are butterflies from the Dollar Tree. I got them at Dollar Tree in the section where they have like all the craft supplies and everything. They're putting out a bunch of little wood cutouts and everything, and I had been wanting some butterflies for my backdrop here, and I just when you get carried away and just paint for others, you don't paint for yourself ever. So, or you don't cut out for yourself. So I hadn't made time to cut out my own butterflies. I do make butterfly door hangers, that are full size, but, like I said, I had never made the smaller ones like these. These are about, I think we measured them and they're about maybe 6 by 7, I think, or 5.5 by 7. So they're a good little size. And I just kind of wanted to add them to my backdrop here, you know, just in between all of my flowers and everything. So that's kind of what my intentions were for these little flowers, and I figured I would paint them live here with you guys, so you guys can see what I'm gonna do. Because I mean, this really isn't like a technique. I mean, I would maybe it's I guess it's like an ombre technique, but really I'm just kind of blotching it in. But you don't have to be precise about it. The color placement, it's just kind of what you want it to be. You can pick any of your favorite colors and do this and just blend, blend, blend. You just don't want any harsh lines. And then once I'm done with all of this, like this one right here, I'm letting it dry. And I'm gonna put all the details on over the top. And you're not gonna see any of the like harshness of the, like the blotches or anything. It's not gonna look as blotchy. So I just wanted all my colors to be on there. This would be cute for a girl's room, or even like a porch. If you have a front porch, you don't have to use my colors, obviously, like the pinks and purples, but it would be really, really pretty in like a yellow orange color scheme. Like the I always forget what the name of those butterflies are, but they're so beautiful, and they're yellow, like a yellow ombre to orange. So pretty. Those would look so gorgeous on a porch, and they're just little bitty, so it won't take very much time to do, um, and the possibilities are really endless for these. I think. I mean, I guess if you like butterflies, you can monarch. You're right, Marie. You always tell me what they're called, and I always forget. But yes, the monarch butterflies, and it's the yellow orange ombre butterflies. So pretty. But yeah, so you can do that for your like porch, especially like now that it's fixing to be spring. I mean, I know we're all hoping for spring now with all these, all this cold weather and stuff. We're all kind of ready for some flowers and pretty front porches and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, so y'all should go and look at Dollar Tree and see if you guys can find some of these. I know Dollar Tree is very hit or miss, so just keep an eye out for them. I was very surprised that I actually found some um, myself, because I always, every time I see somebody post something that they found at Dollar Tree, my Dollar Tree for some reason never has it. So I was just very surprised that I actually even found something cute. Hi, Maria. Yeah, your Dollar Tree always looks like leftovers from all the other Dollar Trees. That's how mine looks. I don't know if I just missed the time, that everybody gets their shipment. I don't know if people are just, you know, waiting there for the shipments to come in, and then they go and they take everything good, and then by the time I go, it's like there's nothing. So I'm like, where's all the cute you know, Valentine stuff? Where's all the cute decorations that I saw everybody had? I never ever find anything. So who knows? Who knows what happens? Now, Marie Mosley is very good at doing ombre. So I'm probably going to have to watch her do an ombre live sometime because I I'm not really good at it. I don't think I'm good at it at all. I'm just kind of blending and blending, and that's why I didn't really want to call this an ombre because I don't believe it's an ombre. It's kind of just a mixture. But like I said, it's kind of blotchy. So hopefully you guys are getting something good out of this live and I'm just not making a mess out of things. So but I absolutely love butterflies, and I just thought these were going to be so beautiful in my colors that I wanted, and I just had that in my mind, what I wanted to do with them, and I really didn't know how to execute it, but I think they're turning out okay. I hope so anyway. It looks watercolored. Yeah. I That's kind of what I wanted to do, like kind of make it look like a watercolor just a tiny bit. Obviously not using watercolors, but that's kind of the technique that I was kind of going for. So that's why I'm watering down the paint a little bit, and kind of just mixing it. But I don't, like I said, I don't want to water it too much that I lose the colors that are underneath it. So that's why I'm just kind of watering my paintbrush and blotting it off a lot, just so that I have enough to just blend it in here a little bit, so that I don't lose the color that I just put on there. Oh, thanks. I'm thinking about doing ombre on my spring version of the gnome. Yeah, you should totally do that because I really, really want to see your ombre looks amazing. So I really want to see what you do that I don't do. I would love to see that. I love to watch others paint and pick up techniques that way, even if they're not teaching anything. Like um, I just love to watch how others do their versions of what I call an ombre or whatever. So, see, here's this one. Not very pretty. It's kind of blotchy. Still kind of drying in some areas, so it looks darker. But like I said, we're gonna add details at the very end, and it's gonna look super cute. And we're gonna add some iridescent color to it. So I'm hoping that's gonna make it even look better. So, what are y'all thinking so far? Are they looking cute? Thanks, Mercedes. Thank you, Leanne. How are you? Man, I need to go. I need to go on live more earlier next time. I think I'm having more of you guys on here. Hop on. I always do late evenings because I'm not sure what time is better for everyone. But I mean, I guess no time is better for everyone, you know. So I just figured I had a little bit of time and I was gonna paint these anyway. So I wanted to go on here and show how I do it. Inspire you guys to start painting some of those spring things already. Okay, let's see. What are you saying? Oh, those are pretty. I'm good. Lots of snow. 47 inches? Oh, 47 centimeters. Okay, okay. 47 inches? That's a lot. 47 centimeters is how much, Leanne? In inches? Like, where are you, Leanne? You're up north somewhere, maybe? Because I know down south, I don't think anybody's gotten that much. I could be wrong. About 18 inches? Yeah. I was thinking about 20, but I wasn't sure. Canada by Niagara Falls. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So up north, Canada. You're a Canada girl. I would love to one day go to Canada. I'd love to. One of these days I will. One of these days I will. So these, Leanne, are gonna go back here in my backdrop. Um, I bought these little blanks at the Dollar Tree for only $1. And I've been wanting to do some little butterflies for my backdrop. Um, so I thought these were the perfect size, and they're gonna go back here, right behind me. So yeah. So I'm excited about them. When I found them, I said, "Oh my goodness, this is what I've been needing," because I really had been wanting to cut some for here, but you know, I've just never cut them. And I do want to redo those. Those flowers are actually from Hobby Lobby, but I wanted to make my own because I want to make some purple ones too to go back there. But like I said, I just haven't really taken the time. Not that I haven't had the time, but I just haven't taken the time. So they do kind of look watercolored, right? It's because they're kind of getting blended in a little bit, and like I just wanted them really blendy and kind of blotchy. So yeah, they do have that watercolor look to them. So I didn't know what to call it. Like I didn't know if I should call it like ombre, because it's really not an ombre. It's just like a mixture. of the colors. I don't know. And I'm not mirroring whatever I'm doing on one side. I'm trying to keep it kind of random, all my colors. So because I didn't want, them to be all one, like to look too uniform. I wanted it to look kind of like just very random, very random. Hi, Kaylin. So I dip my paintbrush in the water, and I'm kind of just blending it in a little bit. For some reason, this purple doesn't like to blend very easily, so I have to go over it several times. But if I see an area that kind of just looks too blotchy or too something, I just add to it. I add another color on top of it and it blends it in. Just kind of. Just kind of blend it all the way down and all the way up to all the sides. You kind of have to work a little bit fast with all these colors because they dry. And right now I have a little space heater going right here next to me, so I feel like they're drying even faster. If you do have like if you're, you know, into painting a lot and you have like some kind of a blending medium or something, then you could probably use that, and it'll help a whole lot. I don't have anything right now, so I'm just using water. So you absolutely don't need to use anything fancy. You just use what you have, which all I have is water right now, and it's working okay. I think they're coming out okay. I wanted them to be random. I wanted them to be blotchy, to have the different colors. So some of these colors I'm going in and I'm making them a little bit more vibrant. You know, now that they've kind of dried already. Kind of just adding them throughout. I just rinsed off my brush, get all that color off, and I'm just gonna kind of take some of this off that is kind of blending too much right there. Still wanted a little bit of that purple to show through, so it's okay. Okay, so here's another one. And we're gonna go back to the very first one that I did. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grab another brush because I don't want it to have any old paint on there. Even though I rinsed it, I just don't want it to have anything, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some shimmer to the top of these. And so this one's the violet shimmer. And all it is a shimmering iridescent top coat acrylic. So it's gonna go on kind of white, but it's gonna dry up to be an iridescent color. And it just kind of squirted all over my hand, so I didn't want to waste it. And this one's already pretty dry, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I'm just going to go over all of it, because I want it to have that shimmer. And this one was the violet that I'm using, so I think on camera you're probably not going to be able to see this shimmer, but I'm hoping that in real life you can see it a little bit. It goes on kind of milky, but as it dries, it's going to be pretty clear. Yeah, they're going to be fun. It's almost dry. And I'm thinking I don't want to outline. I normally outline with black, but I don't really want to add too much black to these. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do my outlines with the same colors that I was using here, and hopefully you can see it. So I'm just going to use a round brush to do my outlines. I'm trying to think what I'm going to do. I just wanted something fun, you know? Yeah, I really just didn't want to add like black to it. I didn't want these to be too dark. So I think this is a good enough color that you could still see my details that I'm going for, but it's not too dark. You see how fun those look? I love it. I just love butterflies. They scream spring to me. What do y'all think? Aren't they cute? So cute. I'm gonna do the same thing with my highlights. I'm not gonna use white. I'm also just going to use one of these colors. And I'm thinking probably the teal maybe, or this mint, the sweet mint that I used. Because I don't want to add white either. I'm going to stick with these colors. That's just another way that you can add highlighting and low lighting to something without having to add black or white. So, but I'm going to let this one dry, and I'm going to go on to the next one. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the same color. This is a good way to tie in things too. If they're not exactly identical to each other, if you use similar colors, especially like on the outlines and everything, it ties everything together. So it makes it look like it belongs together, like it's a set of something. So as long as you're using like the exact same color scheme on something, it just ties it all in together, even if it's not identical to each other. So like you saw that my blotches were not at all identical to each other, but look at, they're already starting to come together to where they look like they're meant to be together. They're meant to be um, paired together. So you don't have to worry about it too much of it not coming out exactly the same on even on both sides or whatever. So it didn't matter where I placed my colors, as long as they were the same colors I was using on all my 3 pieces. It still kind of made it look like a cohesive. The work really polished it off and it makes it look really cohesive, like just because I use the same colors. Same colors. So as long as you stay within your color scheme, you're good to go. It doesn't matter how it looks at the very beginning. this outside part. I mean, I love the look of black and white on the butterflies as well, but for in this case, I really didn't want to use black or white. I think it's just not the look I was going for, but it absolutely makes them pop as well. So you're welcome to use whatever colors that you like on yours. This is kind of what the look that I was going for. Thank you, thank you. There's the second one. See how they look like sisters? Even though they're not matching exactly, they look like they're a pair. They belong together. So go. Okay. There's my beautiful butterflies. I'm going to use a smaller one, a smaller brush. Still a little liner brush. And I'm going to go in with some of my light sweet mint and add a little bit of highlighting to it. Not much. I don't want too much of this on there, so it's just going to be a little more. And start with they are awesome, right? They're so pretty. I wanted to add some dots on here, but you can't really see them too much, but it's okay. Thank you, Derry. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming back. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of adding a few little highlights on there, just to kind of bring it out just a little. I don't want a whole lot of this teal color on there, so I'm just trying to kind of place it in some of the areas that I think would catch a little bit of light. And I did want to add a little bit of dots right here, so on these little scallops. Scallops, is that what they're called? Am I using the right word? Scalloped edge. It's just a tiny, tiny, tiny. Yes, Francisco, they would. Butterflies are so fun for girls, for little girls. I mean, just think about it. It could be a fun little paint party too. What if, if you could get a bunch of these little ones, because they were just $1 at the Dollar Tree. I mean, if you can get your hands on them, it would be a fun little paint party for you and your girls, or for anyone. And like I said, you can use them as like porch decoration for the spring. They might be too small, but I like to add little small things to, to decorate. Just little pops of color here and there, and they don't have to be in my color scheme. They could be in just any color scheme, actually. Just anything. They're just fun for all the ages, I think. This one was just a little darker, so this one I felt like it needed a little more highlighting. So I'm just going around the places where I think the light would need, catch, and just adding a little bit on top of that purple line. Hopefully I can see that. Not very much. But you see the difference between this one, it looks more flat than this one. You know, it has a little bit more dimension. So, I love them. Yeah, Becca, they do look like cotton candy. Ooh, that sounds good. That would be awesome, cotton candy, right? In all these colors, super fun. Here we go. Okay, in this front camera, it looks a lot darker than on this one. So I'll show you on this one then. Aren't they cute? So cute. Anyway, so I think that's it. I'm gonna go back in and of course do my edges because I didn't do any of my edges here on on this camera because I didn't want to take up too much of your time. But here are my butterflies. Aren't they beautiful? I'm gonna be probably using command strips to hang them up back here, so you guys will be able to see them. We had our own paint party the other day, and they made Easter door hangers for their bed. Oh, how fun! Yeah, these would also be a good one for spring or for even for summer. I mean, butterflies are just all around pretty. Butterflies and flowers, I feel like they can go all the time. So they're just fun for everyone. And you can, I mean, like the possibilities are endless because butterflies, like there's no two alike. So you can have all the different colors. Like this one, I used how many colors? So I used 6 different colors on mine. But I mean, you can use, no, actually I used 7. I used 7 different colors. I forgot the pink. It was over here on the other side. So 7 different colors. And they turned out beautiful. So I love them. And then I also added this shimmer, which you guys can't really see it on camera, but I can see it on here a little bit. It is a little bit shimmery. So it's got just a little bit of that, just a little bit of shimmer to them. So that's fun. But anyway, well, thank you guys for watching. And like I said, I'm just going to use command strips or something because they don't have a hanger, and I don't know if I'm going to put like twine or anything. So I think I'm just going to put them with the command strip on the back. Oh, look, right here, you kind of catch the glimpse of the shimmer. You see that? Yay. That's awesome. But anyway, here they are. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye, guys.